I'll go ahead and jump into some 2022 in gaming. So we'll start off running through the list of things and the ones that have actual release dates, and then we'll go through everything that's TBD. And I'll stop along the way, just kind of get everyone's thoughts on stuff, and then we'll end the show off with the predictions, which all of us have different sets of predictions, and we'll follow back up on it a year from now and see how close we are. Have you got anything, Zach?
I can now buy it again.
Okay. All right. I guess they got some server stuff fixed. Good for them.
But any collector's edition for PC is on a waiting list.
Oh, okay. Well, it is what it is, I guess. All right, let's start off with January. So the first thing, which is actually the day that this podcast will be released, Deep Rock Galactic will be releasing on PS4 and PS5.
Woo!
John, you're going to be playing that later today.
Yeah.
You can get home and hit that up.
Recently got back into it.
All right. We do have Monster Hunter Rise coming to PC. That exclusive deal for only being on the Switch is now run up. That will be released on the 12th. Anacruise Early Access on the 13th, and then the games come out maybe later this year. Is that what we know?
Yeah, no, it's speculated to come out at least third, maybe fourth quarter of the year, but it is early access as of January 13th.
And that was revealed at the Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, that's the sort of Left 4 Dead, 80s funk style, sort of think of the style of what Deathloop was.
Then we have God of War coming to PC on the 14th. I'm actually low key kind of excited to see the sales on that, because I mean it's going to sell very well, just as other PlayStation games have done on Steam. So I am actually kind of excited to see the sales on that. But I do think it's going to be like, I don't remember the price point.
I was about to say the price point's going to be the big one on.
Yeah, I don't know if they're putting it at full price or if it's going to be like $40 or $20. I have no idea.
I bet they can try.
They typically with the PlayStation games they brought over so far, they don't quite go full price. They put it at about 50. Is what they've been doing so far.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see if they do that. And then we have the Rainbow Six Extraction on the 20th. Pokemon Legends Arceus on the 28th. That's a pickup for me. And then Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, which I think is just 4 in that spinoff game, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that is on the 28th as well. For the month of January, anything that you boys are going to be looking at? Zach, you may be hitting up early access for that?
Yes, most definitely. I will definitely hit up Anacruise, Extraction, and then Pokemon Legends.
Yeah, that's my question. How are we all feeling on Legends? Like, John, how are you feeling on it? I don't think I've had a chance to talk to you recently about it.
Man, I'm going to pick it up.
Okay.
I'll pick it up. I'll play it.
I'm going to support it even if it's terrible, just for the chance of getting different variety of Pokemon games.
Yeah, I mean,
fair.
Something we've said for years is be nice to get something a little different.
Yeah. I definitely think this is a big experiment for him, and I feel like the success or failure of this game is going to heavily... Well, I mean, okay, when I say success or failure, it's going to sell phenomenal. It's going to be a success in that regard, but it's more so the reception of it.
Yeah. Even if there's complaints on this one when it comes out, like if it's a little jank, I mean, as long as it's decently fun, or as long as it works pretty good, I'm perfectly fine to support it in hopes of maybe them refining it after the fact,
right?
Or refining it in the next game.
Big thing is still that this isn't actually the regular Pokemon team. It's actually a third group that's got the Pokemon license that's doing it.
I'm excited for it. That will definitely be a day one pickup for me, and I'll be playing that weekend. I'm looking forward to talking about it here on the show. I just hope it. I hope it is genuinely a very, very fun game. We are still limited on how much we have seen. There is still the heavy rumors and indications of like our 3 starters getting, the Hisuian forms, which will be like water dark typing, fire ghost, and grass fighting. Which I was already planning on picking water anyway, because while I love my boy Rowlet, and I'm a grass hole, they just had to throw Oshawott in there because that is my favorite water type ever.
Yeah, this guy's not a real grass fan.
I was about to say I'm a water fan, so I was going to play Oshawott regardless.
But it's also because, like, if that is true,
he just grazed past that one. He didn't even want to argue.
He didn't want to commit.
I mean, hey,
he's got no argument.
I don't, because I really don't, because here's the thing: no matter what, in every Pokemon game in history, I've always taken grass first, every time. But, man, I can't tell you how much I love Samurott. I love Samurott so damn much. And I guess one little tidbit of why I want to pick Samurott over Decidueye is because, like, of all the 3 typings that we have for these, You have Fire Ghost, pretty solid. I mean, Chandelure is, considered a pretty solid, like, competitive mon, for example. Good typing. Water Dark, good typing. Greninja's a fucking hoss, Then we have Grass Fighting. That type sucks. Like Chestnut, man. That 4 times flying weakness. The amount of Pokemon that can get flying moves that I didn't know could get flying moves is very, very frustrating, let me tell you. So, I mean, out of these 3, Grass got shafted, if that is true.
I mean, you know what you need as starter and run as your team? The Grass Electric. Voltorb.
Dude, I do want to get that boy. That happy boy is going to be on my team, and I will protect him with my life. I'm very excited to see his evolution as well.
Yeah, don't protect him. Just throw him out and make him blow up.
There you go.
I'm not going to put him down that path.
That's the path of every Voltorb.
That's why he looks so angry. It's like what you made a joke about that. It's just like, they're just going to throw me out here just to kill me. I'm not going to make him do that. He's a good boy.
You ever think you could just run a whole team of self-destruct? How that would go for your run?
Probably
horribly.
Yeah, horribly. Horribly. That could be a fun challenge, though. Make that a challenge. I want to see someone do this. It doesn't have to be a lock, obviously, because you would lose immediately. But just play the game with 6 Pokemon and only use Explosion or Self-Destruct. And I want to see someone beat the game like that. Let's do that. That sounds fun.
Can't.
I mean, you never know. There might be a way to do it.
I mean, if you have
6 Mons.
If you have the right items, and maybe you EV them. We'll
I
see.
mean, John,
what happens when you face a trainer with 6 Mons?
You take a turn because you don't have to solely use self-destruct. You can hit a revive.
No, that's the...
that is okay. That's a good
we don't
point.
use items around here.
Come
I
on.
never said it was not a no items run.
I mean, the revive would be the only way to go. So, I mean, that could be a fun challenge. Do it. I want to see this. Anyway, let's go over to February, which is currently already poised to be one of the biggest months of this year in gaming as of now. And it was actually supposed to be one game bigger, but that game did get delayed, and that was Saints Row. So, I mean, this game was packed, and it is still packed even though we lost one. So, kicking things off with the first, we have the Life is Strange Remaster, which was supposed to already be out, but they did delay it to focus on the True Colors DLC. But now that it's coming out in the first, and I do plan to pick that up because I have not played the original Life is Strange in quite some time, and I would like to.
Because the remaster's Life is Strange and Before the Storm, right?
Correct. So that is going to be a pickup for me. Dying Light 2 on the 4th, Sifu on the 8th, which I will say the more that I see on Sifu,
It looks so good.
the more that I want it, and I'm probably getting that game.
I'm going to pick up Sifu first day.
Surprisingly jumped pretty high on my list as well.
That's how I feel, is that it surprisingly jumped.
When it was first announced at the setup, I was like, this is a roguelike I'm actually okay with.
Yeah, like it looks like a lot of fun. Then we have Crossfire X coming out on the 10th. We have Lost Ark on the 11th. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires on the 15th. Which, Zach, I think you and I have already kind of talked about a little bit as well, right?
I mean, this is a game just solely for me.
Yeah, 100%. King of Fighters 15 on the 17th. Horizon Forbidden West on the 18th. And I got to say, the more and more they put out, the more my hype levels. I mean, I was already very excited and very hyped, but oh man, it's skyrocketing right now. Although I got to say, I am horrified to fight that fucking snake.
What?
Yeah, it's a gigantic mechanical snake. I'm fucking horrified to fight it.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, you're going to have to describe this a little more than just saying the word steak.
Snake.
Snake.
Yes, snake.
Me and John both thought you were saying steak.
You said steak.
No, I promise I said snake. But
I
may have
will
just had a
send you the
slur.
file.
You
Please
definitely
do.
had a slur.
It was probably just a slur. I do apologize. But no, I'm horrified to fight that snake, dude.
John's got
Send me the file.
I was just
Clip
like
it.
a giant steak.
Clip it.
I
Send me
was
the
trying
file.
to figure out. I'm like, is he talking about a steak or like a fence steak?
Clip it. Send it to me.
We're gonna have the file.
We have the Destiny 2 Witch Queen expansion on the 22nd and Elden Ring on the 25th. Does anyone here have interest in Elden Ring?
Nope.
Okay, John.
Nope.
Okay, me. A little.
As far,
No, it's not
None of
much.
us are Dark Souls
as far as
people.
Yeah.
these games in February, that is the least likely one I will play.
I mean, it's one of those games that, well, I will say it will heavily depend on just like the general reviews for it, what I see about the game when it does come out. But I feel like it's a game that I'd be willing to try, but I'm going to be willing to try it on a very cheap sell price. That's my personal take on it.
That's a sheep right there.
Yep. You are correct. But out of the February games, what's the top thing for you boys?
Empires.
That is true. I know you're really excited for that. We already talked about that one.
Then Sifu under number 2.
Yeah. Probably for me, Lost Ark and Sifu.
Yeah, probably, obviously Horizon for me and then Sifu, which I am shocked that Sifu's jumped so high on my list because I didn't really have any interest in that game initially, but
so good.
It does look really solid. I'm really excited for it, honestly.
It's one of those that every time I see the name of it, like on a game list, I get a little more excited and I don't quite know why.
See, that's me, man. I agree with you. For March, we have Babylon's Fall coming out on the 2nd, which both times that we've seen this game, it looks rough, honestly. I know it got a lot of heat when it was revealed at E3.
Oh, yeah, people disliked how everything was how it looked.
Man. So I'll be curious to see if this one actually makes the release or if it gets delayed. On the 4th, we have Gran Turismo 7 and Triangle Strategy. How are we feeling on Triangle Strategy?
I don't remember what that is.
I am getting it.
Okay, thank you.
That one is pretty big on my list of games for this overall 2022.
Triangle Strategy looks fun. That's been on my list since whenever they originally announced it under that half-ass code name of Project Triangle Strategy.
For the people like me, what the heck is Triangle Strategy?
This is the Switch game that's kind of like strategy game where it's kind of like the 2.5D art style in a sense where I don't know. I'll show it to you in a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it looks fantastic.
Okay.
Next, we have Tunic. That's coming out on the 16th. That game looks fun. Shut up, Zach. But it is about a little fox.
Now I get it.
Yeah. It's like a Zelda-like game where you're playing as a fox. Shut up, Zach. Don't say a fucking word.
I'm just trying to let you come out about it, man.
He likes games with furry creatures.
Shut up. I'm not a furry.
Nobody said you were. I just said you like games with furry creatures.
Oh, no. I definitely called it out.
Oh, no. Yeah, 100% did.
You can check it out in the year-end video.
Which also, please go support that.
I watched that yesterday, but
I
didn't say it. I'm just heavily insinuating.
I could tell. It's not the case, though. Anyway, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Zach, you've already played that before, but you're still thinking about maybe picking this one up again.
Oh, yeah, no, I have both of them that came back out on 360, but I'll play them again.
And that is on the 17th. On the 22nd, we have Rune Factory 5, which I do know a lot of people personally that are actually really excited for that game. And then lastly, to finish off March, we have Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on the 25th. And I'm assuming that's a pickup for both of you.
I'll pick it up.
I'll play it at some point.
Oh, at some point. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely play it. I don't know if it'll be a day 1 pickup, probably a week 1 pickup, though.
Yeah. I'll probably buy it day 1 and play it week 2.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, this is where we get kind of light on the confirmed releases. We're about to get over to TBAs in just a second. For April, we do have the 13 Sentinels on the Switch coming out on the 12th, which I still need to play more of that.
God dang it,
I'm
Alex.
still getting through all the prologues right now.
I don't know what that is.
It's entertaining so far. But
More
Thanks for the description.
Well, I was hoping Zach would. Zach's actually played it and beat it.
You're the one who responded, though.
I was literally about to say something just again. It's still pretty good. More or less, John, it's a very heavy story-based, apocalyptic-esque game focusing 13 different characters.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also mech fighting in it. Well, it's not necessarily mech fighting, but creatures fighting.
Sure.
Sure.
Same. Sounds good enough.
Okay. Works for him then. Then we have Stalker 2 on the 28th of April. We have Forspoken on the 24th of May. Saints Row.
Still curious what Forspoken's going to be.
I don't know, but I'm probably going to get it.
It looks really good.
It looks just confusing enough for me to want to play it.
It's a day 1 pickup. Like it looks like it's going to be a good game, but I am confused on what all it's going to entail. But it does look fun. We have, of course, Saints Row on the 23rd of August. And the last confirmed big title that we've got for this year will be, of course, Starfield on November 11th, which is, they're further saying that, hey, that's written in ink. That is not being delayed. I mean, they've already said the game is done. They're just doing all the fine-tuning for the game, which is obviously that's a very good sign.
That's a very Bethesda thing to do.
Yeah, and I every time they even talk about this game or show any sort of screenshots, it's like, dude, it's just like the Horizon thing. The more excited I become. How are you guys actually feeling on Starfield?
Yeah.
I know it's not your style of game.
I mean, I will probably play it at some point. Either that or it'll be my second Skyrim.
Jared will be mad.
I'm gonna treat it the same way that I treat a lot of games. Very non-committal because it doesn't really interest me right now.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Going over to TBA games. All right, so let's just run down the list. Arc 2, that was announced, Summer Game Fest or Game Awards with Vin Diesel in it? That's kind of funny. Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. I am curious to see more on this game, but that's about as far as I go with it. Just kind of staying back a little bit. Baldur's Gate 3, Bayonetta 3. This fucking game. Fucking choo-choo Charles.
You know what? This should be the game for you, Alex, because it is your chance to drive a train and kill a giant spider. Train.
Moving on. Curse to Golf, which is one that, Zach, you pitched to me right before the show. This is one that you may check out.
I mean, it definitely seems interesting. It's a 2D side-scroller dungeon crawler where you golf instead of actually crawling.
Mm-hmm. That is an interesting concept. When you told me to add it to the list before the show started, that is an interesting concept at the very least. Of course, we're supposedly going to get the Cyberpunk 2077 next-gen patch and release, which is apparently Q1, Q2. We'll see if that actually happens. Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me. Zach, did you ever play the second one?
I played the second one. I haven't played the third one.
Okay.
Third one was really good, though, from everything I've seen about it.
Okay.
It's the best one out of the three so far, so I'm looking forward to The Devil in Me, because it'll be the final part of the anthology.
Dead Space is currently slated for this year. Kind of iffy on that if that's going to potentially come out or not, but the remake is currently slated for 2022. Our old joke that's long dead of Diablo Immortal is still finally apparently slated to come out sometime this year. We'll see if that happens. As well as we'll see if this happens. We'll see if Digimon Survives coming out, but it was rated. John, it was rated, so it might come out.
That doesn't mean shit.
It's a good indication.
It's been on a TBA list for almost 3 years.
It'll come out. This might be the year. We'll see. Maybe.
John is this point is at Jimmy levels of he'll believe it when he sees it.
No, game's not happening. They haven't even made it yet.
Come on, don't be like that. I want to play this game. Don't put those vibes out there.
It hasn't been made yet.
Don't put those vibes out there, man. That's bad vibes. That's bad vibes. Then we have Dragon Ball The Breakers. It's supposed to come out sometime this year. Dune Spice Wars, which, Zach, I got to double down on what you said like a couple weeks ago. Where did this random hype in Dune come from?
I don't know. It was a book.
It's a great movie now.
Well, it was a book originally.
Yeah, I know.
It was a movie, too. An older movie.
The movie brought all the hype out from the people that read the book years ago.
Yeah, which I don't know why it spiked so hard all of a sudden.
Well, see, you also got to think, like, while the movie, yes, it's got people hyped on it, you got to think the game's probably been in development for a little bit before the movie even came out. So it's just like, I guess they just took a shot. It's like, we're going to make this movie. Let's go ahead and make a game. I feel like Dune's going to be really popular.
Well,
we'll see.
I mean, Dune was sort of a cult thing that it was fairly popular, but it wasn't like as popular as it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the movie put eyes on the book again, and then it probably got a lot of people to look at the book, and they probably looked at the story and went, you know what? People are going to like it.
I still haven't seen the new movie yet.
Oh, my God.
I don't have it's on HBO Max, right?
I don't know.
It's.
Have you watched it, John?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't, but I'm not a moviegoer.
Well, see,
I don't know where. I probably watched it on HBO.
You see, I don't have HBO Max. That's why I didn't see it, or I would have watched it. I want to see the movie.
It's pretty simple.
We have Redbox.
Oh,
it hasn't come out yet.
All right, you're out of this conversation now.
Fuck off.
I don't have time for this.
Right. Thanks, Zach. He's already quitting on his first day.
Could have stayed home and not dealt with this.
All right, next we have Ghostwire Tokyo, which was delayed out of this year. God of War Ragnarok, Gotham Knights. I'm kind of iffy on if that's going to come out this year. The Halo Infinite co-op campaign, which I am very excited for. I'm looking forward to playing with that with you boys. Halo Infinite Forge, which I think that one's later in the year. Co-op campaign should be these first few months, I believe, Q1, Q2.
Last they said yes.
Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy is still slated for this year. Homeworld 3, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Really excited for that one, honestly. Still Breath of the Wild 2. We'll see if that happens. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Lord of the Rings Gollum. Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Marvel's Midnight Suns. I know that's that's a pickup for Zach for sure when that comes out. Metal Slug Tactics, I think that's another pickup for Zach. Multiverses, which is that free-to-play fighting game with all the WB characters, so you can play as Ultra Instinct's Shaggy. They made it canon.
Yes.
Shout out to the meme becoming canon. I love that. There's going to apparently be a Need for Speed game coming out this year. It's currently just untitled, though. Nightingale. I actually completely forgot about this game, and it just got fucking announced. Zach was the one that had to pitch it to me to add it, which after kind of getting a refresh on the trailer, I might play this one with you.
I was about to say, I mean, I'm not big on survival, but I'm interested enough that I'll give it a try for this one.
And then Outlast Trials is another game that had me at. That's like you said, the multiplayer for Outlast, right?
Yes, it's going to be the multiplayer Outlast.
Well,
so it's up to 4 people trying to escape whatever damn creatures hunting the halls on that level.
Nope. I'm good.
I don't need that in my life.
Next, we have Playtel Requiem, which I still need to try to beat the first one. I mean, I'm literally probably maybe 2 missions from beating the game.
Just keep asking him until he beats it.
That might put the pressure on me.
I mean, we've tried that with Alan Wake.
Yeah, but he started this game.
You know, when I
it's like me with Mass Effect. You think just saying it's gonna make me play it?
When I added that clip into the end of your video, I'm just like, I'm still committed to try to play this game just to prove you guys wrong. It's the same concept as me refusing to remove Dragon Quest from my queue on Crunchyroll. I realize it probably won't happen, but I'm not going to admit total defeat. It might happen. We'll see. Probably not, though. Next up, we have the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, which that one was delayed, and which I have no problem with, because when it comes to this game, it's just like the last game really sucked. The movie sucked. Prince of Persia's in a rough spot in terms of a franchise because they barely do anything with it. So for this game, a game that is very good, they really need to knock it out of the park with a remake, or it's just going to do some more serious damage to the IP. Because like I said, last game sucked. The movie with Jake Gyllenhaal sucked. So hopefully the remake they continue to take their time on it and it'll be good. We have Redfall, which is made by, I know Bethesda's publishing, but who was the direct creator? Is it the creators of Dishonored, I think? No.
That doesn't sound right.
No, well, I don't remember the game. We have Somerville as well. That was announced at Summer Games Fest. Song of Nunu, the League of Legends story.
Oh, it is the developer of Dishonored and
what's the name of the
Arcane Studios?
Okay,
and Deathloop.
Okay, all right. Oh, Deathloop. Ooh,
yeah, that's Arcane Studios.
Okay. There's another League of Legends story that came out, right? John, I think you talked about it once.
I did.
Okay. Is there another League of Legends story that's out?
Well, they've released a couple games recently.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and they announced 2. They announced their 2D fighter that's going to be coming out at some point, and then
they showed off more like their progress on it so far.
Yeah, and then Nunu's Tale, and there was one other one which I can't remember for the life of me.
Okay. Sonic Frontiers, of course, that's one that I'm excited for, but also completely horrified. We have Splatoon 3, Star Ocean: The Divine Force, Stray, the cat game that I still want to play.
You.
Yep, literally just me. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, Witcher 3, the next gen patch, and then Wizard with a Gun, which I think John wants to play now.
I had never heard of that until I got here today, and my goodness, does it look like it's a game I want to play now.
All right, boys. So that was a lot of games I just kind of ran through there. When it comes to everything that we have slated for 2022, I mean, I think all of us can agree that even if I feel like half of some of these games came out, this is one of the biggest years in gaming that we have ever had.
Oh no, this is a very good lineup of games.
Like Jesus Christ, I mean, and obviously this is all gonna. I feel like even the games that are quarters 2 and 3 and stuff that's currently confirmed, even that could be, still delayed just because the pandemic is still ongoing and it has affected a lot of different things in all forms of publishing. I mean, hell, if you're an anime fan, you got to wait till March to finish a fucking season of 86. It's just 2 episodes, and it's because of publication issues. But out of everything coming out in 2022, if you guys had to pick 5 games that you were most excited for, what would be your 5? I mean, we've got a massive list.
Could have prepped me.
I was about to say you could have asked this at our prep show.
I could have, but I'm a great host of this show. We already know that.
Well, easily one of mine is going to be Sifu.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopes for Saints Row, because I mean I enjoy that series, so I can only hope that the remake does something for it. I mean, yeah, I'll play Dynasty Wars, but it's not one of my big five. Ghostwire Tokyo looks really good. Gotham Knights, Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Yeah, I'll jump on Forspoken.
Okay.
Lost Ark, Sifu.
God of War. Because I do feel good about that one. That one I feel very good about coming out this year.
If it comes out this year, then yeah, it's
Okay.
if it's on the list. And then if it comes out this year, Marvel Midnight Suns.
And I'm going to just throw a sixth one out there. I'm very hoping for Suicide Squad. Because, I mean, the gameplay we got to see
Kill the Justice
yeah.
League? Yeah, no, that's very up there on mine.
I mean, the gameplay we got to see at the Game Awards looks very entertaining. If it is as freeform as it looked.
I will say for me, if it comes out this year, Gotham Knights is one that I'm excited for. But I have doubts if it's coming out this year.
I'm not really have doubts of whether it comes out. None of this. I'm more curious about what we're going to get from it. Because it is it is Rocksteady, right? Working on it? Because it's part of the Gotham series.
I think so.
So it should be Rocksteady. I mean, I'm going to be more curious about what it's actually going to be because all the Arkham games were very fun. But I'm going to be curious what their spin of a co-op Arkham game is going to be because it's going to be 2 people max, if I remember correctly.
It's
just 2 max?
I believe so.
That's disappointing.
I could be wrong. It may actually be 4.
It's WB Games Montreal.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if they were formerly known as someone else or if that's just what they've been known. Because it does say here that they're the ones that's developed the Batman Arkham Origins.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm not sure what I'm thinking about Rocksteady of then. Because, yeah, no, WB Montreal sounds right.
Yeah, because they've done the Batman Arkham City Armored Edition in 2012. They don't have a huge, lineup right now, but then they did Cartoon Universe, Lego Legends of, Chama Online, and then Batman Arkham Origins, and now Gotham Knights.
No,
Rocksteady is the best known for their other Arkham games.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought it was Rocksteady. So... yeah, Arkham Knights is being done by WB Montreal. And that makes me slightly more worried because it's not Rocksteady doing it. But Rocksteady's doing Suicide Squad, so I'm actually absolutely okay with this.
Okay. I mean, if my absolute number one, assuming it would come out, would be Legend of Zelda, but I actually just genuinely don't think it's going to come out this year. I really don't. If it does, it's going to be quarter 3 or 4. And I guess, spoiler alert, that is one of my predictions that we're going to do here in a minute. I really don't think it's coming out. But I am excited for Starfield, though. Horizon for sure. Tunic, I do want to play. Triangle Strategy as well. And I'm with John on Forspoken. I saw that smile. Fuck off, Zach. Forspoken does look like a lot of fun. If it comes out, Digimon Survive.
Wait, which one's Tunic again?
Fuck off. Fuck off, both of you. It looks fun.
I mean, I'm not going to fault you that it does look fun. It's just you always attach to these.
Fuck off. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. And then also the Halo Infinite co-op campaign. I cannot tell you how excited I am to play that open world campaign with friends. It's gonna be amazing.
As long as it's better than 6.
6. This is 6.
Is it 6?
What are you on about?
I don't know. I haven't played a freaking Halo game in forever.
Yeah, no, this is 6.
Yeah, you played a little bit of the multiplayer with us.
Yeah, and before that it was forever.
Which, the Halo 5 campaign was meh. We didn't even finish it, unfortunately.
It's because it wasn't fun.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I remember because we were just doing our first run on Legendary. First time we'd played Halo in fucking years. And we're just like, yeah, let's try to beat Halo 5. Me, you, and Jared. And there was one particular part. Jesus Christ. I will say that is one of the hardest Legendaries that I've played in a Halo, in my opinion.
Sure, it just wasn't being rusty.
I think we were just bad.
I think it's definitely a mix of being rusty and bad, but at the same time, that is some of the dumbest shit that I've seen from the fucking computers in a Halo game. But yeah, we didn't even finish it. It just wasn't a great campaign. It didn't draw us in at all, but I don't know. But yeah, the co-op campaign for sure is something that's pretty high on my list. And then games that I'm excited for, but like I'm very just like kind of backed off. Like, you know, like let's see how this is first. Obviously, Sonic Frontiers is one. Hogwarts Legacy is one that I am like excited for, but just like I need to see more. And then a game that I'm not excited for, but I do just want to see more is Avatar. I am curious of what the game's going to be, but I'm not going to say I have excitement because, again, still even to this day, I have yet to see the Avatar movie. I've never seen it, and I plan to continue that meme because I do get ragged on about that from some people. But I still will not see
Your
that movie.
Avatar watching has got nothing on my Skyrim.
Oh, I know.
Who the hell is gonna rag on you for not watching Avatar?
Believe it or not, there's more people than you think.
Really?
Yeah. No one you guys know, but
That's why.
yeah. But I don't know. That's a game that I am still curious. I have appreciation for Avatar. I do. I mean, I'm everyone has said when it came out at the time, it was unbelievably visually amazing. But now it's just kind of aged. I do have appreciation for it, but you know, so that is why I am interested in the game. And then Kirby, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, Kirby looks like it's gonna be a fucking.
I'm so
great
happy we got a Kirby game announcement.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's really good.
Not only a Kirby, but like a 3D, you know, like action kind of Kirby. Like that's what's awesome about it, is that they're taking the game in a new direction, which is I feel like a nice breath of fresh air for the franchise. You know what I mean?